Go. So now comes the Jagat or the world. In Sanskrit, the world is called Jagat. Jagat means Jayati Gacchati iti Jagat. It is born and it goes. It born and dissolves. It's called Jagat. There's no solid entity called Jagat which is there all the time. It's born and Jayati means born. Gacchati means gone. Born and gone is called world. Is it your experience that the world is born and gone? Is it your experience that the world is born and gone? No? The world is born and gone. Right? Born, I'm not saying immediately. It appears and disappears. Is it your experience?
I see that it's born and I do not know when it is.
So, scientists say the world is born 3 billion years back, let's say, example. So, do you believe it? If believe scientists, couple of billion years back, world is born. And after a couple of billion years, the world will be destroyed. This is what scientists says. Correct? So, they have done some experiment to find out. Do you believe this?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
You don't believe it?
Some existence will be there, no, sir.
Huh?
Even if existence, nobody is existing, also some world will be there. Sir.
No. The world is there. World is nothing but some name, form, and function. If nobody is there to experience, is it there? Existence is there. But world is there, we can't say. I can only say that existence cannot be destroyed. Okay, but world is there or not in this shape and form, nobody knows. Right? Scientists say that world exists, world came into picture 3 billion years back, or few billion years back, and it will get destroyed after 3 billion. The means is Jayate Gacchati, born and gone. Now, what kind of knowledge is this? It's pratyaksha. It's available to your sense organs. It's a paroksha, indirect knowledge. Right? It's indirect knowledge. The world is born and disappears. Correct? So then religion comes and tells you, God created the world one day and God will maintain it and God destroys it. Okay? You believe it. What kind of knowledge is this? Pratyaksha or paroksha or anumana? Huh?
Anumana.
No. Scientific knowledge is anumana. Science tells you that world was created one day. So that they did it through inference. It's called anumana. But when you believe it, it becomes a paroksha. Okay? You believe it. It's paroksha. Okay? So then religion comes and tells you, okay, the God created one day, world one day. So now, what kind of knowledge is this?
This is paroksha.
Huh? Paroksha. Right? Now let us come back to your own experience. Forget science and God. Okay? In your own experience, when you wake up in the morning, world is appearing. In your own experience. When you go to dream state, the world disappears and some other world appears. When you go to deep sleep state, the world is not there. Now whom do you believe? Paroksha or Pratyaksha you believe or Anumana you believe? Now you tell me, which one is more real for you? I told you all. Direct knowledge, Pratyaksha. Indirect knowledge, Paroksha. Inferential knowledge, Anumana. All those things I told you. So now out of which, what do you believe? is true. Is my question clear?
My experience.
You have to believe your experience.
Yes, sir. My own experience.
My own experience. World is appearing and disappearing. That's what Vedanta says. World is appearing and disappearing. It's only you're telling your own experience. You don't have to go and believe somebody's experience. When I wake up in the world is appearing. When you go to dream state, another world is appearing. In deep sleep, this world is disappearing. So, jayate gacchati jagat. Any complication in that? But all our life, we believe somebody else's knowledge and start living. Vedanta says, start understanding based on your own experience of life. Huh? Not true.
So religion says God created and God will destroy. Vedanta is saying in your deep sleep world is disappearing.
No, Vedanta doesn't say. It's asking you to find out. Vedanta says the world disappears.
I can never find it.
So it's not there for you.
Just because I cannot find out, I should come to the conclusion that it's not there.
No, I didn't say conclusion. All that you say is world is not there in my deep sleep. Doesn't say anything about conclusions. Jayati, gacchati, appears and disappears.
So if I don't know something, it doesn't exist.
No,
That's what you are saying.
it is never said it doesn't exist. It appeared and disappeared. The world appeared and disappeared. Sun rose and sunset.
So in my deep sleep, I cannot prove that world exists. So it means world doesn't exist.
For you. Ultimately, you rely on your experience of life, right? Your direct experience of what you are gives you reality. But we are giving more importance to borrowed reality, borrowed knowledge compared to our own experience. So, give more reality to your own experience, that's all. You may not say other experiences are false, but give give importance to your experience and understand in the light of your own experience. Where is the world in a waking dream state? It is not there. Where is the world in deep sleep state? It is not there. So whom do you believe? See, what happens is you are so overwhelmed by the sense knowledge, pratyaksha, or anumana, which somebody else has told, or paroksha, you are not giving importance to your own direct experience of your life. Look at your own experience of life. That's what Vedanta says. Jayate gacchati jagat. Okay? The world is born and disappears. Now we are looking at the Vedanta understanding of the world. Vedanta teaching of the world. So, in the waking state, all the inferences are in the waking state. I have seen the world in the waking state. Now I have to say, the world. The people say the world is created by Lord, Ishvara, Bhagavan. Right? You don't know about it. None of us don't know it. Then we are experiencing sense perception directly. Pratyaksha, we are seeing the world, and we have a paroksha jnana. The religion says the Ishvara or God created the world in the waking state. Everything what is there, every effect must have a cause. So people say the God is the cause of the world. And world is changing. Okay? If the world is continuously changing, the nature of the world is changing. Only thing which is constant in the world is changing. So if the change is the nature of existence, world, then the God who created must be changeless. If God is also changing, what is the point of creating a changeless, unchanging reality called God, Ishvara, created the world. So far, in the early chapters, we focused on the individual. Who is the individual? Right? You are the individual. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, anandamaya kosha, avastatraya, waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, and then also three bodies is none of you. So right now the focus is on the Ishvara. Okay. Not Ishvara, Jagat. Atha Chaturvimshati Tattva Utpatti Prakaranam. So the world, according to the Rishis, is made up of 5 great elements, Pancha Mahabhutas. Akasha, the space, wind, Vayu, fire, Agni, water, up, and earth. The light, fire, and the earth. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. The 5 great elements are made up of, world is made up of 5 great elements. What you experience the world is considered of 5 elements. Then there are 5 sense organs to experience the world. If the 5 great elements are there but sense organs are not there, who is tell whether the world is there or not? Are sense organs part of the world or separate from the world? They are also part of the world. Sense organs. Then 5 organs of action. 5 organs of actions are, sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Okay, these are the 5 organs of sense organs. Then 5 organs of action are hands, leg, genitals, anus, okay, then skin, sweat, and tongue. So these are the 5 organs of action. Then there are 4 aspects of the mind: manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. So these constitute the world. Okay. Look closely. You are also considered as a part of the world, whatever considers, because your body is also made up of 5 sense organs. Okay. 5 organs of action. I said 5 organs, sense organs, 5 organs of action, 5 pranas, and manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, and 5 great elements, pancha mahabhutas. This is what is the world. That means what you consider as me
is not me.
is not me. It is a world only.
Miniature.
Huh?
Nature.
Huh?
Miniature.
What is miniature?
Nature.
You cannot separate yourself from the.
Brahmanda.
That's okay. That's only for explanation purpose. So you cannot separate yourself from the world.
Creation.
The world is made up of 24 elements. Okay? 24 elements, which consists of 5 great elements, Panchabhutas, space, earth, the wind, the fire, water, and earth elements. And it consists of 5 sense organs of yours. 5 sense organs of yours, not separate from the world. 5 organs of actions yours, organs of action of yours. 5 pranas, or the vital force of yours. And then mind, which consists of four functions: manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. This all together is called world, prapancha. It's always called prapancha, 5. See, our understanding of the world is I am here and the world is there. The ancestors' understanding, Rishi's understanding is There's no you here and world there. You are a part of the world.
Nature.
Nature. Right? So world is made up of 24 elements. And you are a part of the world. So one part of the world is trying to understand other part of the world. Will the understanding be correct? When a knife is used for cutting an apple, what happens if the knife tries to cut itself? Knife cannot cut itself. It gets twisted. Similarly, whatever understanding and conclusion we derive of the world will not be complete. Because I am a part of the world, I am not separate from the world. You said, this person is good person. That's your conclusion. So, when that person, you comment on that person as good person or this person as bad person, are you separate from these two? You are already a part of the whole system and you judge based on that, based on your opinions, what is good and bad. Your good and bad is also judgment of the judgment, right? And where did you get the judgment from? The world. A part of the, you get the judgment from the world and you are judging a part of the world. Is your judgment free from the biases in the world? Can you be totally objective in interaction in the world? So if you are not objective, how you can, of course, to the extent we can be objective for functioning, but real objectivity is not possible because we are a part of the world. Right? So this is called Jagat. And the Jagat came from Ishvara or Bhagavan, the Lord. Because when I am in the world, I have to give a cost for this world. I have to tell everything is cost. So who caused this? Ishvara or Bhagavan caused this, we say. So how did Jagat come from Ishvara? The next question. So myself is Jiva, which consists of sense organs. We have said all those 19 elements. And 5 elements belong to the world. Together, totally, the world and Jiva is created by Ishvara, the Lord Bhagavan. So, how did the world come from Ishvara? Is the question. Next question.